Well, I left to feed the kettle about an hour ago. Let's see. Yeah, 232 still stored in 4000. Very good. I ended up just shotgunning all of the ICs that I had in stock on the CPU board. I'd already replaced this one, this one, and this one. These are the two LS240s that drive the address bus. This one had a bad socket, and I replaced it anyway, even though the IC itself was probably fine. The socket had a pin that was corroded through between the bottom of the socket and the PC board there. And then I replaced this 030 because it was the only other thing between these bus drivers and the bus, and I was trying to figure out if that had anything to do with the funny signals on the bus, but it didn't. But I just left the new one in. But a bunch of other LS240s I'm going to have to restock because that was the last of my LS240s. I've still got some HCT 240s, but I don't think they can supply as much drive current, so I try not to use them um, unless I have to. But yeah, anyway, I didn't replace that 74 148 because I didn't have one. I didn't replace the system controller chip or the CPU or the ROM, of course, although I do have another ROM down here, another PAM8 ROM. But everything else, yeah, and so that appears to have fixed the problem, and now I'm curious as to whether I can make the DRAM card work, because there were some bad ICs, a couple up here around this refresh counter chip, so I don't know. I guess if it doesn't work, we can put the shitty RAM card back in. So yeah, the DRAM card's still DOA. It acts like there's no RAM card installed when it's in there. I suspect that there's a bad RAM IC over here. These what were they? 4116s. Yeah, they're notorious for being quite ESD sensitive, and all of this fiddle fuckery. It's quite possible that I've damaged some of those, and a lot of the time they just die on their own. They use those in a bunch of Commodore stuff, and they're always fucked up in those too. So anyway, I'd been meaning to get a DRAM tester for a while. I've got a bucket full of 41 256s I need to test. So I finally just went ahead and ordered one. I figured, buy once, cry once. It's one of those ones that's just a board with a ZIF socket on it anyway. It wasn't that expensive, but you know how tight I am. It says the man that bought an H8. So yeah, I'm going to just get back to that board once I have a DRAM tester, because otherwise the only really thorough way I have to do it is to take a chip and swap it with one of these, and then keep swapping until something starts working, and then I know what chip's bad. And if there are two of them in here bad, it becomes like the pain in the acidness is exponential. You know what I'm saying? So the tester will help a lot. All right, cool. I'm gonna put it back together and try not to fuck up my new paint job anymore. All right, gentlemen, we've been trying to get this to go for days. Here's the initial test routine out of the Heathkit manual. Let's see if it works. I haven't tested this yet. If it doesn't work, I may cry, but hopefully I'll get the camera turned off before that. Oh, shit, son. Yeah, boy. That it is. That it is. Finally, jeez. So, I guess the next order of business is probably to get the tape and serial card going, because I think I can modify the tape interface so that I can save and load programs over a serial dongle to a Linux box, and then I can just, cat in and out of files on the Linux machine instead of using cassette tapes. That's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, that thing is complicated. Anyway, victory. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Register. program counter. Oops, I screwed up. Register program counter. Alter 04100. Alter. Go. Yeah. Oh, finally. Finally. Okay, see you later.